Okay, we're back. Let's see what's going on over here. What is my little helper doing? My little helper is doing well. It looks like the chest below has filled up. Let's go. Let's go recover everything that has been generated from our fishing farm. And if you don't know what a fishing farm is, well, we'll talk about that some other day. But right now, I just want to make sure that I'm not going to get attacked by any kind of creatures, of course, any mobs. I'm really good about not paying attention, and then I'm dead. Anyway, this is where my little helper is. That's her chest. Look at all this wonderful stuff. Look at all this stuff, guys. So what we need to do is, we're just going to take it all out. And take as much as we can. And then we're going to go put it away, which is why we have all the chests right here. As you can see, some of the chests are already labeled. I need to make some more labels for it. Pretty self-explanatory. Eventually, they'll all have a label on them. But anyway, let's see what we got going here. So so I'm just going to have to go from memory. This is kind of the everything box. So let's go ahead and put this stuff away. We need to make our meal out of that first. The bowls go up there. Let's see, anything else. String goes up there. The bow, that was what I used last time, so that goes nowhere. We are going to put those in the bow chest. And look at that, bows. So let's look. Oh, that's full. So what I do is let's go underneath. We have another one started. And let's just go ahead and add these. Whoops. I highly recommend if you're going to collect lots of items, and you definitely need to collect lots of items in Minecraft, organize them. If you don't organize them, well, then you're just going to run around and not know what to do. You might still have fun, but I like to organize things so I know where to go and grab stuff, and then this is kind of like a base of operations. I get to go off on adventures by going to these chests and collecting what I need, and maybe leaving for a few days and coming back, or whatever you want to do. It's an adventure. It's Minecraft. You make it up. That's what's great about this game. Anyway, so let me just go ahead and finish doing this stuff. I'm gonna make the bone meal, and then that's gonna go back into the chest that has bone meal. Yeah, here we go. And I think this is the water. Yep. So as you can tell, we just put all the stuff away. Look at that, another saddle. Now, saddles are for horses. The only way you can get a saddle is by fishing, that I know of anyway. So if I'm wrong, let me know. But the only way I know how to get a saddle is by fishing. And that's why I really do think it's mandatory that a fishing farm on your base is necessary. It's what got me moving forward in Minecraft, and if you don't already have a fishing farm, I suggest you make one and learn how to use it, utilize it. There's no mods that you need to use. This is all vanilla Minecraft stuff, and once you learn how to make it, you make it, and you can go, you can create something different. You can ask me what I did. I don't know. It's up to you folks. But a fishing farm is definitely a nice thing to have, especially when you have a little helper just fishing forever. Maybe one day I'll tell you how I did that one too. Not too hard. I'm not cheating. No mods. So what are we trying to do here? Let's put away the rest of the stuff, and we have fish. So I know I have some fish here. Kind of put all this away. That looks good. We have wood items over here. I'm going to save those right now. Let's get the sticks put away. Let's go to the boots. The boots, leather boots. Now, one thing you do get a lot of with fishing is leather boots. I'm really trying to figure out what to do with them. A lot of times I just combine them to make them, like this, and they haven't lost any health. You can enchant them to do certain things to protect you better. I'm wearing a pair of boots right now. They don't really protect you that well. It's +1 armor. It's not the best, but what you can do is use these for the Frostwalker enchantment, and use them to use as a Frostwalker. And if anybody doesn't know what the Frostwalker is, it's you enchant the boots, you walk across water, and it freezes the water as you walk. Pretty cool stuff. Haven't used it that much, however, it does have its uses, and I think it's just more fun doing it than actually using it than actually utilizing it. So anyway, back to organizations. Okay, so with the fishing, we can go to the fishing poles, and that's really not the fishing poles that I'm looking for. I think it's up here, actually. That's why you want to put signs on these guys. There we go, there we go. So that's full, so that means there's one underneath. There we go, so let's go ahead and put that up there. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's get the rest of the stuff now, because it is overflowing. And once the chest starts overflowing, that's you start losing stuff, and the fishing farm is not too efficient at that point, right? You have nowhere to put it. So generally, I just try to jam through this, make this as fast as possible. And yeah, so that's kind of what I do with the fishing farms. And this whole process evolved over time with me. I didn't know that I was going to set it up this way in the beginning. Basically, all I did was I found out you could make fishing farms in Minecraft through, of course, some YouTube videos, and I did it a few times myself in a few other worlds. I realized that this was a good deal, and that if you have a base in Minecraft, you should have a fishing farm. No doubt about it, my friends. Anyway, let me finish this up here. Uh-oh. As you can tell, I'm not done here, and I need to put... Okay, that's fine. Let's hold on to the saddle for a second. Yeah, don't put anything away. If you're trying to organize stuff, don't put anything away just for the sake of putting it away. Just keep it organized and be diligent about keeping it organized. I know when I first started out playing Minecraft, I wasn't organized, and I was always looking for stuff, and I knew I had it, but I didn't know what chest. It wasn't labeled. It might have been in another house that I built, and it just seemed like at that point, that's when I was creating a lot more frustration in this game than having fun. And you always hear me say it's a game, and we're supposed to have fun. So if you're not having fun playing this game, then you need to figure out something else, or figure out how to have fun in it. Okay, so as you can see, we have another stack of leather started, and so I kind of like to line them up. And eventually maybe these will have their own chest. Just don't get them as much. But there's other ways to get leather. Cows. If you have a cow farm, which I do, you'll get lots of leather that way. That's how I got the stack to begin with. Generally, I don't have this much stuff to put away, but I was away for a while. And, of course, my helper, she likes to keep helping. She never stops. Never stops. And eventually this storage area is going to evolve a little bit more. It's going to look a lot better. And take my, get it going. However, at one point I had a lot of these chests upstairs, and it just became a hassle. There was nowhere to run. I would get an infiltration of a bunch of zombies because they'd break my door down. They'd get inside my house. I couldn't run around. I was yes, I was dying a lot, and that part got a little frustrated with me. So I realized that I need to start organizing a lot better. Again, like I said, folks, this is just kind of evolving the way it is, and that's what happens when you're in Minecraft and you're trying to create. Again, we are in survival mode, so things are a little bit tougher in survival mode, so you have to, you have to watch yourself. You can only do certain things at certain times. I know there's been times where I don't care and I go and try and do it, and then I end up dying and losing all my stuff. I can't tell you how many times that's happened where I've lost a great sword, say like this sword right here I have. I mean, it's not the best sword right now, but it is enchanted and it is made out of iron. So, it takes a little bit to get those items to make that sword. So you don't want to lose that. Same with the bow. So you want to be careful on what you do and, and how you're thinking. If you're going to go out into the wilderness and you want to mess around in the dark time, that's awesome. I do it all the time. However, prepare for it. Take all your good stuff off of you and go out there with only, say, like like a stone sword. If you lose it, that's fine. You can make those all the time. Because part of Minecraft is going out in the dark and kind of messing with the mobs and trying to destroy them and whatnot. And that's kind of fun in itself. So and it kind of gives you an idea of where they're spawning at and what you can do and how you can modify the areas and whatnot too as well. So anyway, I am looking for the bottle. There we go. Boom. Everything else looks legitimately put away. Good. Except, of course, the saddle. Let's see what else she's got going here. So boom, 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 boom. So miscellaneous stuff right here, as you can tell, is working out pretty well for me right now. We definitely need to fix that situation. So we got to go to the bows, the fishing rods, and the puffer fish and that. So I don't think there's anything else that needs to go in miscellaneous. I don't see it. I do miss things sometimes. Well, I should say all the time. Right here, puffer fish. A little closer. Yeah, eventually I will have a nice little system here that makes it maybe a little bit easier. Everything will be labeled and you can just walk up to it, take care of it. But again, this is just kind of my makeshift storage area that will evolve into something hopefully that looks wonderful and impressive. So moving forward. And if you don't know anything about the enchantments, we can go over that later. Again, I'm not trying to do a tutorial here. I'm just trying to say what I'm doing and what I like about Minecraft. That's all. There'll be some, good points that I say, and you can take them from whatever they're worth. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I don't like being wrong. So, and you don't know you're wrong until you're told you're wrong. So, it's let me know. Thanks. All right, let's do this. So what we need to do is go to the crafting table and there we go. And we will that's not a bad number. We'll keep those blocks because we need them for something else. So actually I do want to get this back here. Remember, this is where I patched up the area where the creeper blew up there. That's the forest above me. This is behind my house. Right here is directly under the house. Let's go set up the saddles, huh? I probably needed them elsewhere, but I really want to get upstairs. Put some other things away and go collect some wood. All right. So now up here is kind of my point of operations for this particular area. And like I said, there used to be there did these chests all over the place, and it was all difficult to get through, and I couldn't do anything. And so now what I've only thing I have up here are the essentials. Okay, and essentials to me would be weapons, tools, somewhere to cook stuff, somewhere to make stuff, somewhere to sleep. And of course, I can hang out at the fishing farm. In fact, let's go see what she's doing. Still working. You keep working. Look at that. Look at that name, guys. I love to help. She loves helping. That's wonderful. You know, that's all she does too. She just keeps helping. I mean, I'm getting an incredible rate too. Incredible rate. You know, as far as her being a worker and helping me. I mean, I am just, man, I got to be honest with you guys. She's volunteered. She's volunteered, and all she does is she just wants to keep doing that all day long, all night long. I mean, she is a dedicated worker, and I'm telling you folks, if you can get a dedicated worker like this, do it. Do it. You will be moving leaps and bounds as far as progressing in Minecraft. So what's great is I can go do all this stuff, and she's collecting, she's fishing, she's getting stuff. You know, now it's not, you know, you don't get everything when you're fishing. However, you do, it does help. It does help because what you get fishing are sometimes these right here. Sometimes the bows, you know, enchanted. And then you can come here and you can mix them together and combine the enchantments, or add the enchantment books here too as well. So, and you get the books while you're fishing. And literally, that's how I've gotten all my enchantment books. I have not made any enchantment books at all, and I almost have 2 full chests of books. So at one point, I do want to start making some enchantment books, but that is another process left for another day, my friends, because you got to go through a little list of items to get. Definitely paper, so you definitely need to figure out how to make paper and whatnot, and there's leather, I believe, too. I'd have to re-look it up. But anyway, let's go ahead and kind of finish this up here. So let's go to so this is technically what I got here. This is tools. These are weapons. And so I like to put my good weapons away when I'm gonna go around and mine, or chop trees down. Why do I do that? Because some say, well, you might have to destroy someone, so why wouldn't you have your best sword? Well, my friends, I end up losing my best sword at times because maybe a creeper comes up behind me and I don't know that, or I fall from the tree and die. I mean, there's all kinds of different things that happen, or I get pulled off pace and I start exploring some cave, and then next thing you know, a bunch of mobs, and I'm dead. I lose the great sword. So I like to go out there knowing that, I'm not going to lose anything if I die, and I can always come back and get it. If I find an area that I know that I'm going to need it, I can come back and get it. Try to know that, because you folks will have to learn the hard way like I did if you don't. 1 piece of cooked fish. Okay, that's kind of worthless at this point. So here's another trick that I do. I don't like to put all my meat there to eat because you only need a few at a time. You can always come back for more. Another thing I learned, if you have a stack of meat in there and then you end up dying, you lose that stack of meat. So, 7 to 15, maybe 10, maybe 5. I don't know. It just depends, how far you want to travel and explore. So you just bring enough that you know is going to last you. And, the cooked sheep, I like to call them cooked sheep. The cooked sheep are, they're pretty hardy for you. So now that I know that, I'll keep 15 there. I'm going to go back to supplies, and as you can see, this is where I'm keeping my food. These are essential supplies. Essential, okay? That's why they're up here on this floor. I'm going to put these back here. I'm going to take this piece of fish and put it there, and then I'm going to back out. And then I'm going to look outside. Where's the sun at, folks? Where's the sun? Okay, we still need to get rid of all this stuff here. So we might be able to get maybe one more tree down before it gets dark. And at the same time, again, what am I going to lose? Not much, guys. All right, let's go up. So this is kind of how I get in and out right now. Only reason why is it kind of tells me what I'm getting into. Hey guys, you're going to like this one. Let's see if he's still there. So there's my cow farm. And of course, there's only one. There should be 2 cows. They're probably right here where you can't see them. But there was a creeper in there at one point, and I get a kick out of that because you go in there, what's going to happen? The creeper's going to blow up. It's going to blow up your cow farm. And as you can see, it's just dirt. So those are things that we need to address, make better. And there's the sun as it goes down. So generally, I could take a chance and go on the treetops and try to take out some more wood. That's why the leaves are still there. I got to take out the wood. But I'm not going to take that chance because of how many times things have blown up down here, and then my underground storage area gets exposed, and I don't want to do that. As you do know, with the last episode, you watched me destroy the skeleton, and paybacks are nice with that because like I kept telling you folks, that was oh, I forgot to close the gate. And I'm going to tell you right now, I always have a problem closing these gates, especially when I'm talking. But anyway, there we go. Got it. Okay, so now it's dark time. Because my worker is a busy bee and she just never stops, I can't really go to sleep. I can go to sleep, but I'll be waiting the entire duration of nighttime, which is, I believe, about 10 minutes. So what I do is I start fishing. I just kind of come here and I start fishing. So the way this works, we got some tripwire, we have some redstone, and we have an iron door behind there with the little it's not really a music box. I kind of forget what it is, but like I said, I'm not here to train people on how to build stuff. But that's kind of the general idea of and I put a little water here, and then there's a chest underneath. When I fish, you need a fishing pole. So let's go get the fishing pole. And there's my good fishing pole right there. Oops. There we go. And so this part here is for where you stand. And I take the crosshairs, just kind of put them right at the door, and I throw my line out. And you have to continuously keep hitting your left click in order for this process to happen. I've done some other things on the back end to automate this for me. We can go into that at another time. Again, it's not cheating. There's no mods. There's nothing here. It's just, I'm using what I have, and I was able to figure out an automation for it. So maybe one day I'll tell you, or what you guys can do is kind of guess how I've done it. That would be interesting, huh? All right, folks, so I know you're not going to be interested in watching this process for 10 minutes, so I'm going to carry on, and you'll see me at daytime. Thanks. Bye-bye.